for Tim Hortons, and I'm just gonna solely be talking, well, I shouldn't say solely, I talk about like so many things, but mainly about pallet refunds update. The last update, okay? It's gonna be some tea smelling. I'm going to edit this eating show a little bit just because I feel like my last ones were kind of annoying, you know, with not editing. Okay, don't get mad. Dalton always says, you just spend how much money on your Invisalign and you do that. Like, well, how else am I supposed to open this? You know what I mean? Like, it just gets it started for me. So, I'm doing a Tim Hortons eating show. Why isn't this cooperating with me? So I got, I would say my favorites? Yeah, my favorites from Tim Hortons. I didn't even realize I did that, but I did. So this right here is their like famous peach drink. First of all, this is like orangey. I don't know why. Is it my overhead lights? I don't know why. It's been orangey, like cool. I might have to manipulate the settings, but if you don't like eating shows, but you wanted a palette update, that kind of sucks, right? Anyway, people just like my eating shows, so that's why I'm doing it as an eating show, so it's not just like a sit-down, boring video. So if you're like, why do I want to watch you eat? I'm actually sorry. I also have an iced coffee because I wanted to make this like showing you guys Tim Hortons-y things. So I'm going to start by eating this soup and talking about the refunds. Okay, so this soup is the tomato Parmesan soup. It looks like, oh, the napkin's coming along with it. It looks like this. Most people don't have Tim Hortons where they are, especially the viewers that watch me. So I am excited for you guys to look at this. They're basically like a coffee and donut shop, but they have a lot more. They've expanded a lot throughout the years in opening up their menu. Okay. It's like herby and yummy. So, and there's like chunks of Parmesan in there. Palette. So I had a palette, as you guys probably all know, and if you're new, I had a palette and didn't work out, so then refunds were distributed, right? If you don't, obviously, if there's something for sale, like if I was like, hello, I want an iced coffee, and they were like, okay, $5 please. It wasn't $5, but let's just say I give them $5 and then they say, oops, we're out of iced coffee, or can't make the iced coffee, or that customer just took the last iced coffee, whatever it is. And I go, okay, well, I'll take my $5 back. Right? I haven't consumed the iced coffee. I haven't got given the iced coffee. I get my money back, correct? Obviously. So that's what happened. Kind of. I'm gonna have to sip my iced coffee now. This is an iced coffee with a caramel shot. It's so good. It's very creamy. I wish they had soy milk at Tim Hortons. I know some people told me some Tim Hortons have soy milk, but whatever. I love iced coffee and I love Tim Hortons, so it's like a shot of caramel in there to make it like extra sweet. Had a palette. Didn't work out. So then I was like, okay, we'll just give people back their money. Not working out for many different reasons. It didn't work out, which I will get into in a bit here, but they were like, sure. The company that put on the palette, BM Cosmetics, they were like, sure, we'll give everyone back their refunds. We understand that it didn't work out either. Like, it was just like a mutual thing. Great, fine, happiness, we'll give everyone their money back. Great, happy. So, people started getting their money back. You know, I don't remember the exact, but I'm pretty sure they said within 5 to 7 days people would have their money back, and this was like a year ago. I mean, I don't remember the exact, but I'm pretty sure that was what it was. It was going over that because people had, you know, visas that were canceled, or they used prepaid gift cards, or whatever it was. So obviously that was going to take a little longer than 5 to 7 days. Okay, these are my desserts, so I'm going to move them and go with my sandwich. So 5 to 7 days came and went. They were like, we need a little bit more time, which is completely understandable. But now we are about a year after, and there are a handful of people who still haven't got their money back. And not only that, but the company now is not replying to people, including myself and my manager. Let's just eat and talk about this. When the refunds first started going on, the heck? Oh, the cats are fighting. Can you see them? That's probably entertaining, more entertaining than me eating. I was like, what's that sound? The heater's right there, that's why they get like all crazy with the heat. So this is a, oh my god, I didn't even ask for a cheese croissant and they gave me one. My life isn't complete. So I just got a BLT on a croissant. It's just bacon, lettuce, tomato on a croissant, but they gave me a cheese croissant and I didn't ask for that and I'm so excited. So, they're not replying now. So, there's these people that I've been in contact with, like my fans who have purchased the palette, or viewers of me, I should say. I shouldn't really say fans. I don't know if they were fans, but some were. Some, you know, maybe I just wanted the palette, who were like keeping up with me or I was keeping up with them, they were keeping up with me, vice versa, for about a year, saying like, I still haven't received a refund, I still haven't received a refund. It was like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and they're like, I still haven't received a refund. And like, I was keeping in contact with them through DMs because this was a palette that I created, not just by myself, but it had my name on it, and it was me saying like, hello, I have a palette to you guys. So when the palette didn't work out, and there were still my fans, my supporters, who didn't get money back, it's stressful for me too. I'm not the type of person to be like, well, oh well, how is that my fault, right? Because that is actual. How is that, or not my fault? How am I going to help you? You know what I mean? Because this company took your money, so this company should refund your money. I don't have your money, right? So it is true in the fact of how am I going to help you? But that doesn't sit well with me. I'm not just going to sit around and say, oh well, they have your money, go to them. I was saying that in the beginning because they have your money, they are giving out refunds, so just be patient, because that's all I can say, because I don't have any money. So I do want to make that clear. I was never given money for the palette from BM Cosmetics, from Fashion Tap. I wasn't given any money from them. Now, for any of the palette deal, because the palette did work. Like, it was only in the pre-order phase. Didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? There's a lot of rumors and stuff. I don't really want to get into that part because that's not part of what this video is. But honestly, I feel like I'm so messy eating right now. Ew. I truly feel that it wasn't the right time. So that is, in a nutshell, why it didn't work out. There were things behind the scenes that you guys didn't even know about that I wasn't okay with. I didn't like. There was also wasn't enough sold, which also I feel like all that plays into it just wasn't the right time, which is fine. A lot of people expressed their opinions that they didn't like the palette, which is completely fine, and I'm not going to continue on with something that my viewers don't like. I mean, people did like it, they did want to try it, I liked it, I loved the palette, but if you're selling something that people aren't really feeling and don't really like yet, because they didn't try it, but just like the looks of it, they're like, yeah, I don't like that, then I'm not going to continue with it. You know, like, it's not about money to me, or it's not about having something. Like, it was such an honor to have the palette, but it didn't work out. And that's okay. It's nobody's fault, but there were lots of things that I didn't like that were happening. I didn't like, and I didn't want my name on something that wasn't what I wanted. So now we are at a stage where they're not replying, and people, ooh, I spit, still haven't got their money back. And they have proof that I've been keeping contact, me, and I don't own a website. I didn't take anyone's money. You didn't give me your credit card information. You gave this company your credit card information. And they have their customer service, and they said support at bmcosmeticsus.com was their email. That I kept saying, like, if you don't have a refund, please go to them, because that's what they said. If people are having troubles with the refunds or whatever the case may be, the refunds are there. And people were emailing, they were emailing back, it was going wonderful. It was like, yes, you'll get your refund in this many days. People that didn't have visas or whatever, and change their address, whatever case may be, they were taking care of it, and people were like, I'm so happy I'm getting a refund. I do want to make it clear that lots of people received refunds. When the refund process was going on, literally in like a day, people were saying, got my refund, got my refund, got my refund. On Twitter, Instagram, every other social media I had. I also had like family and personal friends who bought the palette, and they all received the refunds. I also had YouTuber friends who purchased the palette, and they received refunds. I'm so proud. I'm like dropping food on my mouth. All I want is for people to get their money back, and then I can just move on, right? But there were still people who hadn't received their money back, and then were like asking me like, hey, where's my money? And I'm like, I don't know, contact them. So they contact them, they don't reply. Now, they did reply before, but now they're not. So they're like, okay, we're just gonna keep trying, and for months and months and months, no, but everyone just stopped replying over there. So then I was like to my manager, can we get in contact with them then and ask how many refunds are left or whatever? They didn't reply. So we tried again. Tried different ways. Tried again. They don't reply. So now how are we supposed to get everyone's money back? Because I don't have it. I'll tell you what I did. So there were, let me see. I basically took this notebook by myself. I don't have a company. I don't have some system that shows everyone's refunds. That's not me. That's on the company. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here, me, with a Twitter account, seeing people saying I don't have a refund. So I sent out numerous tweets, Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, saying like, please go to my Twitter, reply to my tweet if you haven't received a refund. This was like recently, within like the last month. And I was trying to sort it out by myself. Me, myself, and I, no one else but me. Because I can't sit around and have my fans not have their money back and thinking that I'm a scammer, you know? Because that was the, excuse me, I'm burping. That was the thing, is that PiinkSparkles is a scammer. PiinkSparkles took your money. Where's your money? She has it. Look at all her hauls she's doing. Look at this eating show. She's using your money for it. That's what it was. That's what my life was I am a scammer and I took my fans' money. Why am I gonna cry? No. I didn't receive any money from this. I had a palette that I really enjoyed. I loved this palette that I created. I truly did. And when they contacted me, I was so honored. Like, could you imagine that? Like getting a call and being like, we want to design your own eyeshadow palette. I was like, yes. Like, I just said yes right away. And people, I got hated on that. Like, why would you just say yes right away? Like, why wouldn't you like research the company? But the company was, at the time when I researched, they didn't have a lot of products out. And people were then mad at me when it all went south because why didn't you research? Like, why didn't you know? Well, what was I supposed to research? Like, they didn't have any issues before that, you know, that I saw. Like, it wasn't like a big brand, I'm not gonna name drop, but like big brands like that came at me that said, hey, do you want a palette? This wasn't a big brand. This was, or I shouldn't say big brand. I don't know if they are, right? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but this was a brand that I didn't see a lot of people talking about, I should say. So not a lot of people heard about the word BM Cosmetics before, but I wanted to give them a try. I wanted to support them. They were coming at me wanting to design a palette and I was so flattered. I was honored. I was like, oh my God, like, yes, like, thank you so much for thinking of me. And then when all the drama happened and all that, like, it was really, really stressful. It was hard to deal with. It was every single day, every time my phone buzzed, my heart dropped because I didn't know what else is there gonna be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what else? And then when it all came down to I was scamming my fans and I took money from my fans, that I think was the worst thing. It truly was, because I didn't ever receive any money and I didn't scam you, you know? Like, there was a palette, it didn't work out and I pushed for the refunds. People were getting their refunds back. Like, I didn't have this like scam operation that people want to think of, or they did think of that I was doing. Or like, oh, she had a palette and then decided it wasn't really a palette just to get people's money. Like, that's what people were saying. People were contacting my police station in my city saying that I took people's money. Me, when it was this company that has your money, not me. And people were saying to my police station in my city that I took money from them. So then they, as a police force, naturally, and they should, say like, okay, well, if you have been scammed, you need to take the proper precautions, right? Like, obviously. But then people spun that of what they said and they're like, PiinkSparkles, the police station says she's a scammer and says that this is a scam. I was like, no, they didn't. Like, read the tweet. They physically have to, if somebody says like, hello, I've been scammed by, and then say my name, they have to say like, okay, well, if you've been scammed, then, you know, take the proper precautions, or, you know, contact this, or whatever they said. I don't remember word for word, but, you know, it was all spun into this thing that I was this big piece of shit. So, let's go back to this notebook, and now I like stop eating because now I feel like almost sick. Like, I sent out a tweet and I started writing down all these like usernames that say that they didn't receive a refund, and then I immediately DM'd them. I copied and pasted like the same DM. Okay, so pretty much I said to like everyone, okay, so I have a couple questions first. Did you ever email them, and do you have any screenshots that you bought the palette? Because I don't have any confirmation. I'm just me sitting here. Didn't say that, but I know it was so long ago. Thank you, I'll get this sorted for you, babe. That's pretty much what I said to everyone. And people then, there was about 30-ish people that I physically saw that said that they hadn't received a refund. So then I took it upon myself to try to help the situation. Okay, can I just back up? This was before I compiled a list in here. I don't want to show because it's like actually people's personal information. of like their usernames, their emails, and I got like as much info as I could. And then I compiled a list, and there was about, at that time, like I said, this was before, maybe like 10 people. So then I took that list, and that's when I emailed my manager for him to email Beyond Cosmetics, and I was like, hello, these people still haven't received the refund. Which I shouldn't be doing. Like, I should not be doing that. That should be them and the customer service department, not me. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying that, I know people are like, you're not taking responsibility, but I don't have their info. I don't have the money to give it back. I feel like I'm just like saying the same thing over and over again. And that's when they didn't reply. So a little while later, I was like, hello, have you received a refund yet or anything? People were like, I've emailed, they're not replying. And then they weren't replying to me, so that's why I'm saying. Then they weren't replying. So then I knew to take it upon myself, because there's people that paid their hard-earned money, and like moms and dads who paid for their son or daughter to have their favorite YouTuber's palette. And it's been how long? And they haven't received anything back. That doesn't sit well with me, guys. That's not okay. That's not okay with me. I don't do that. Because although you didn't pay me, you were supporting me. You saw my video, you saw my tweet, you saw my post, you saw how happy I was about the palette, and you wanted to support me. You wanted that palette. So the fact that you don't have your money back, again, there's a handful of people that don't. There's lots of people that receive their money back. That is not okay. So then I sent out more tweets, more Facebook, no, not Facebook, I didn't do Facebook because I don't really have much on Facebook. So I did like, Snapchat's like one of my biggest. So I did Snapchat, I did tons, and it was all like on Twitter because it's like fast DMs to me. And then there was, where, I'm not gonna show the page, but here was the original page. Okay, there was 16 plus 12, 28 people. And then there was a couple more that, because they were all, there was about 30 people, okay? I know it's gonna sound confusing because 28 and 30, but just listen. Okay, so there was about 30 people that replied to my post. So then when I messaged each of them, 28 people replied, so there was about 2 to 3 people-ish that still haven't replied to my DM, which is fine because not everyone's on social media all the time, right? Some people go on like once a month or once every few months. So there's 28 people. I wrote down their name, their username, and their email. So I got, I'll show you the next step I did. So I asked for proof, and people sent me proof. Like this girl showing me proof she was emailing with them, and then they stopped. See, this is the last message I got back from them, and then people sent me screenshots that they don't get anything. They stopped replying. Anyway, so I just wanted to get proof of they purchased palette, people giving me the order number even though I don't have a system. So then I said, I just asked everyone first if they had PayPal, because PayPal is a safe way to transfer money. I don't need your bank account. I don't need your Visa card number. I don't want your bank account. I don't want your Visa number. I don't want your first and last name. You know, I don't want any of that. PayPal email, you just give somebody your email and then they can send you money, basically. They don't need anything but an email. And that's safe, because it's a safe way to transfer money. Then you have the money in your PayPal and you can then put it into whatever you want, your bank account, whatever. So I asked all these people, the 28 people that replied, if they had PayPal, and about half said they did. So there was 16 people that had PayPal, and then all the rest were like, sorry, I don't have PayPal. So then, out of the 16, I only have 15 people that I sent out PayPal to, because one girl was like, I refuse to take your money, Samantha. You've been through so much, you're not sending me money, because out of all this, I sent my own personal money to people being refunded that haven't been refunded yet. Did I have to do that? Absolutely not. Was that a bunch of money? Absolutely. I didn't receive any money from the palette, but I'm giving my money out because I feel terrible. And this whole experience, I just want ended. And it's just been like very happy at the beginning, then it was like stressful and whatever. And if they're not getting replied to, then what am I supposed to do? Also, my mom, because I was like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, because my mom's my best friend. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I do, because I have like everything, all my receipts here. But my mom was like, what's the email? Because I was telling her that they weren't replying anymore. So I told my mom the email, and my mom emailed them. Oh, here it is right here. So my mom said, I'm just gonna email them and see if they reply to me. I was like, okay, it's support@bmcosmeticsus.com. So she emailed them, and right away it got right. But look, my email was rejected, and is that the correct spelling of the email? And I said, absolutely is. So as soon as she emailed them, the message was rejected. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean that they deleted their email address for the refunds? Maybe people can now realize things. Remember when the original palette refund update, when I said I don't feel right about this anymore? I didn't want to go into detail. I didn't want to shade anyone. I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Do you see? I didn't feel right about it. I didn't. And what if we would have continued? What if the palettes would have been production? What if all that? I mean, and there wasn't. Okay, the orders that were received for the pre-order, I didn't reach the pre-order quantity or whatever you call it. True. And I could have paid out the rest and created all the palettes. True. But I didn't feel right about doing that. There was something in me, I was like, there's something I don't feel okay with, you know? And then this is what's happening now. Now there's mothers, there's single mothers, there's dads, there's kids that spent like their Christmas money and birthday money on the palette who don't have a refund. No. So what happened was, there were 16 people, and the one girl, I love her and I talk to her all the time, was like, I'm not taking your money. And I was like, I please insist. And she's like, I'm not taking your money. You shouldn't have to pay your own money. I'm not doing it. So there's only 15 people who got PayPal. And I was like, please. And I was like, okay, well, is there anything you like for Christmas? I was like, can I send you something worth that? She's like, no. She was like mad at me, and like, I appreciate you so much. Like, you guys, like, you just mean so much to me, and I don't want to see you, like, have your money taken from you and thinking it was me. Like, I saw a comment on my video, and it was like, I used to be a big fan of you, but you scammed all your fans out of money. And I was like, I immediately messaged her, and I was like, have you not received a refund? And she was one of the PayPal people. And I got all of her information. She was like, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. And I didn't see that it was like, it wasn't you taking the money, like, you know, and all that. Like, and I appreciate you guys. And I just wouldn't do that to you, you know? And around that time, people were like, why don't you make a video? Why don't you do this? I was like, honestly, like, it was giving me, and I know people say this all the time, but it was giving me such bad anxiety that I literally couldn't sleep at night. And I've never had trouble sleeping ever. And like, every time my phone flashed, I put my phone on airplane mode, like, a lot of the times. And as soon as I put it on airplane mode, I would like go for a bath. And it was something that I really loved, and I wanted to work so bad, but it didn't. And you know, that's okay, it didn't, but I'm now left with this. So again, I don't have a computer system. It was me and a pen and Twitter. Like, I was like this with my notebook and like trying to write down stuff. So 15 people, and I'm only making this video now because it's all been done. 16, but there was 15 then. 16 plus 12 that replied. What did we say? That was like 28. The palette was $25, so let's go 28 times 25, so that's $700 US. That would be my money that I would give out, and I was like, I'll do it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's my own money, and I really don't want this anymore. I'm going to pay $700 US. I'm Canadian, so that is $700 US is $900 Canadian US. Wait, $900 Canadian today, right now. So it's almost like $1,000 of my own money, and I was like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it. How else are they gonna get their money back? So everyone that had PayPal, the 16 people, so the girls didn't want to, so it's 15 people that were sent out. And I did it all through my manager for just the PayPal version. There was also, like I said, 12 other people that didn't have PayPal, which I will get to in a second. I should eat something else. I'm kind of done with this, but I want the bacon in it. And I want this like cheese topping. Oh my God, I'm so unhealthy. Like, what's wrong with me? So I told my manager that, you know, I'm kind of just wanting to settle this, and they're not replying, so do you think it would be okay if, like, I just sent out the people? And I sent out multiple tweets, like, I was like, hi guys, like, I know this is annoying, but if you haven't received a refund, please let me know. And my manager was like, it's actually a really good idea that you're doing this, and it's notable that you did that for your fans, right? Because I didn't have to do that. I could have just been like, well, they're not replying, what am I supposed to do? Right, they have your money, what am I supposed to do? I don't have $1,000 to give, and there could be more people that haven't received a refund. I don't know, I don't have that kind of money. I didn't get the money, so I can't give it to you, right? But, so, when I messaged him, I was like, hey, here are all the PayPal emails. So there was 15 then that I gave to him. And when they replied to me that they would help me with the PayPal, giving people their money back, I was like, you don't have to do that. And they did. So that was $375 US. He's like, it's no one's fault. They should receive their refunds. I'm dealing with all the refunds basically. So there's PayPal and then other. He's like, so you're dealing with the other, we will help with the PayPal. And I was like, I love you. Like, how amazing is that? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm getting my period soon, so I'm like really emotional, I feel like I've like cried in this video, like what is even, I don't cry. So they helped me with that. So it was originally like my own money going in here, and like, I was fine with that, and I was doing that, and the reason why I was sending them to my manager is because they take care of a lot of like, obviously like sponsors, so they take care of like a lot of money for me, and I have money with them, right? Like I'm not hiding anything, like I do sponsors, I get paid for those sponsors. So they take care of a lot of that, they're my management, so they were just gonna help me with that, and you know, it was just easier and safer for me to just go through everything with my manager, because then they can, you know, monitor everything, right? Like that's why it went through my management. Because I don't know if somebody's gonna have a problem with that, but that's why I was gonna send them like the money or take it out of the money that they owe me from like future sponsors or current sponsors or whatever it is. But then when they said that, I was like, oh my God, like I'm just so happy there's people on my side. Like, because before I really felt like I was alone. Even though there was a lot of fans who were really nice to me back then and were like, I see what you're going through and you know, whatever. I did feel alone and like scared, and I worked so hard on my YouTube channel for so many years, and there was a palette offered to me, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm so happy about it. And you know, things happen and it just makes us grow stronger, and I feel like I have taken that and grown from it, and I'm doing something right now in the works that I have right now behind the scenes. And honestly, with the palette, I was like, yes, go. Right now I'm like, like I'm taking so many steps and messaging people and asking and reviewing and researching before I go and do something. I mean, it's not that serious what I'm gonna be doing and coming out with. I hate when YouTubers are like, I have a surprise, but I can't tell you. But there's some things, but like I've just learned so much from this experience. Anyway, they all were sent them out, and they all received them. So they were all sent out, they were all accepted, or whatever you want to call it, because when you send it to PayPal, through PayPal, you have to like claim it. I think that's the word, claim. So they all were sent out, they all claimed them, and I just have everything like highlighted who received it. So all of the PayPals are all highlighted, one by one, who dinged me, received it today, received it today, received it today. I screenshotted those all, and then I highlighted them. So they all received their money back through PayPal, and I just was sigh of relief. Now, the other 12 you're asking? Let's eat some dessert and figure out this other 12. So I have 2 desserts. This soup is so filling, like what happened? I have a strawberry, doesn't sound right. Strawberry cheesecake donut and a bran muffin. Why would I get so much food? Like, I don't even know. Oh, and this thing here, this is what they give you with the soup, because I didn't get this as a meal. Who knows why I didn't, but because if you don't get it as a meal, you just get like this bread stuff. I don't know, why am I playing with it? I'm a toddler. Okay, so, eeny, meeny, I'm gonna have a little bit more soup. Crackers. Do you guys have crackers in your soup? Dalton does it, my mom does it, and I just feel like that's weird. Who has crackers in their soup? I'm not hungry for soup. Honestly, I'm mad. Okay, so the other 12, I'm gonna have my bran muffin. Ooh, it's a raisin bran muffin. I love bran muffins. So the Tim Hortons things, you literally, so cool. I'm actually healthy. Look, a bran muffin. Probably not even healthy, but So the other people, my manager suggested, and my mom, and Dalton, money orders. Because then, that's like a safe way also to send people money in the mail. With getting a money order, so they can just take it to the bank and cash it. Girl, I did something kind of sketchy, but it worked. I was like, money order? A money order? I feel like somebody somewhere is gonna be like, I can't cash this. It's from a Canadian bank. You know what I mean? Because some people were Canadian, some people were US. I don't know, could it? Maybe. And honestly, probably could have been fine. But I was like thinking all these things like, what if it got in the hands of the wrong person? What if, so I just sent out cash in the mail. I know, people are gonna be like, what? One of those people didn't reply. Like they replied that they didn't have PayPal, but then stopped replying, which is again, like I said, obviously fine because not everyone's online on social media. This is a really long video, I'm sorry. This muffin's hella good. There were 11 people then that I was sending out. And now this is my money. The managers didn't help me with this portion. They helped me a lot with the PayPal, not with this. This is just solely my money. So that is 11 people times 25 US is $275, right? Yeah. So there was 12, but that girl like didn't reply. So I went out there and I had to see what currency people were in. Because if it's 25 US that they spent, and if they live in Canada, that's like 30 some dollars that they spent. 6, I don't even have to look because I remember. 6 of them were in the US and 5 of them were in Canada. $30 times 6, 5. $30 times, 900. $30 times 5 is $150. So to get $150 Canadian, and I was sending them all 30 because the exchange rate was like 31 at the time. So I just sent 30 because it was just like easier. So I also had to get them 5 20s and 5 10s. And then the US was, there were 6 people, 6 times $25, that's again 150. Is that right? Girl, I'm sorry if I math's wrong. Anyway, I feel like I'm all over the place, but it's all here. 150. So then I had to get 6 20s and 6 5s in US funds, which also charges me when you go into your bank and you ask for US funds, you get charged interest or whatever it is, a conversion rate. I was like, I really don't care. And the Canadian more expensive because it's not 30. I have to go in the bank and be like, hello, can I get this much Canadian, but I need 5 20s and I need 5 10s, and then can I also get this much American, but I need 6 20s and 6 5s. And then pay all that, pay the fees and all that, get all the monies, then separate them, then get everyone's now personal addresses, put all the money in each card, write everyone like a Christmas card, and then go to the post office. And I was gonna register mail them. I sent out all the US ones first because it's Christmas and things take a long time to get to people. So I want to register mail it, which register mail is really safe, awesome. And I don't want this button. It's kind of hard. You get a tracking number. It's very safe. They also have to sign for it when they get the letter or package, which is great because there's cash in the mail. So somebody could just take the cash and be like, I didn't get it, right? And I don't have any proof now that they got it or didn't get it. I'm just gonna register mail it. So everyone can sign and I have the signature in case anyone says they didn't get it, it's there. So I go to the post office and I said I have the 6 US ones first. And I was like, it was on a Saturday. I think like two Saturdays ago or last Saturday. Anyway, went there and they were like, we don't do registered mail to the States. Really? Like we could send it as like a package, you can get a tracking number to see when it gets. I was like, okay, let's do it. And they're like cards, right? Because it's just a card with money in it. And they were like, it's like $16 each. $16 each? Because they're not packages, right? I was like, let's just put stamps on them. And hope! Like hope for the best, you know what I mean? And, oh, hold on. As of right now, 5 out of the 6 US have received and confirmed. So, there's one right now. I hope I have a thing popped up here that says, by now the person accepted. But that's wonderful. So then that's 15 plus 5 is 20 people that received refunds. Yay! Because the PayPal, right? So then a couple days later on the Monday, I went out and I sent the Canadian ones. And I was like, should I just register mail these? So there was 5 Canadian, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh, one of the girl lived in my city, so I literally just like put it in her mailbox. So that eliminated that one. Now there's only 4 to send out. One of them was a P.O. box address, which they told me can't be registered mail. So I was like, there's now 3. I'm just gonna put stamps on those and send them out. Kind of unconventional, but all of the Canadians have replied and they've all received them. Yay! So I'm literally so excited. People were so thankful. Merry Christmasing me. Can't believe you're doing this. Like, this is your money. I'm so thankful. Thank you. So like, people were like so nice, thanking me. And I was like, why would you, like, I understand why you would thank me, but this is the money you paid. So now, because that wasn't their refund, because they haven't still received a refund from BM Cosmetics, just to let you know, they still haven't. I gave them the refunds out of my money. So they could still receive the refunds. And if they do, keep the money I gave you for your frickin' time and suffering, or whatever it is, pain and suffering. Like, honestly, keep it. So that's what people were saying, like, what if I end up receiving the refund? I'm like, if you do, wonderful, and I really hope that happens, but what is BM Cosmetics doing with that money? It's their money. It's working mom's money and working dad's money and little girls and little boys' money. It's money that they paid for an item and didn't get that item, so they should get their money back. I'm gonna knock something over. Correct? Correct. But I felt bad. There's butter here too. I felt bad, so I just did that because it's been so long and I don't see it going anywhere. Do you know? There were a few people that said to me before this refund thing, why don't you send out like thank you cards or something small to people, autographs or something like that for the people that all paid for a palette, like all of them, and do something like that for them. I thought that was a fantastic idea, and it was a really good idea. But honestly, my main focus wasn't sending out cards with autographs or whatever thing it was gonna be. My main focus was getting people their money back, you know? And it took this long. We are now finished. There was 2 or 3 other people, like I said, that made it 30, who still didn't reply. So I will give them, because I messaged them and talked to them, I will give them still an opportunity. If they see this video, they are more than entitled. I will take it out of my bank account still and send people money that were these people in my notebook. There might be more people who haven't received a refund, and honestly, like, I can't afford now more and more people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't afford that, and I didn't have the money, I wasn't given the money to give back, you know? So if right now you haven't received a refund, first of all, make sure, because there was a couple people that did reply to me and they're like, I haven't received it. And I was like, okay, can you give me some like information, proof, screenshots or anything like that? Did you email them? Some people were like, oh my God, I didn't even realize I received a refund. Like, sorry, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I've been posting on your stuff that I haven't received it, but I actually did. I feel so bad. And I was like, don't be sorry, like, you just made a genuine mistake. Like, we all make mistakes, oh well. Please make sure. Go back and look to see if you got a refund. That's it. That's what you have to do first, is make sure. They have your money if you haven't received it yet. So, you need to do what you need to do to get your money back from them. They have your money if you don't have it yet. I'm hoping everyone now has received a refund, but if you have not, if you could comment down below and maybe get this out in the open that you still haven't got your money back, because I cannot keep now sending people. The people who I originally wrote my notebook are entitled to get my money, because like I said to them. So some of them still haven't replied, but maybe they will. Whoever replies now from my notebook, who I've been in contact with, you will. I'm gonna stay true to my word. So there has been like hundreds of dollars out of my own money given back to you guys. And not only that, but like my time. I'm so full to eat that, honestly. Like, I can't even take a bite. But I still want this soup, and I feel like it's cold now. No, it's still good. I love soup. And there's like chunks of cheese in it. Oh, by the way, this is only lunch. I ate like so much for lunch. Girl, the amount of support recently through this has been overwhelming. And I had one girl also who, when the palette situation was going on, she was very involved, I should say. And she would comment, like, even if I was posting something happy and had nothing to do with the palette, she would reply to everything and be like, scammer, scammy, scam, scam, artist, scam. Everything I would post, no matter what it was. She was very relentless, and when I was trying to get everyone's information sorted by myself, she messaged me and told me how sorry she was for that in the past, because she just saw it blowing up on social media that I was a scammer. So she wanted to kind of join in. And she was very sorry for falling into that. And she truly thought that I was scamming my fans, that I was taking their money and then doing haul videos and getting surgery and getting all this. Like, and she's like, and that wasn't the case. And I am very sorry for that. And I feel terrible. And she was telling me she was in a horrible place and she was going through some bad stuff. And she doesn't know why she took it out on me. And she feels so bad for me. And she respects me for taking control of the situation and not just like letting it slide. Because there was also like a YouTube channel that was like, I can't believe this isn't like John Cookie or anything like that. This was like a very small channel that I just came across one day, and they were like, I can't believe she's just not, you know, responding to the situation at all. I can't believe that she's just letting this go. And I was like, I've been working so hard for people's money back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you don't see it, maybe you don't see it, but I've been trying to get people's money back that I don't even know how to. I'm not a business. I don't know what to do. I'm literally me. I don't have a business sense. I don't have a financial ability in the computer system. I don't know what to do, but I'm trying my hardest to get people their money back. I don't have just a list of, oh, John Stamos on my palette. I'm just gonna click refund. I don't have that information. So many people were like, I respect you so much that you're doing this, that you're taking charge. And it really, truly means so much to me that people are acknowledging what I've done and what I'm doing. I can't even tell you, I can't even honestly explain to you what a great feeling that is. And I didn't do this sending my own money out and spending all these hours compiling and days and weeks compiling this list and, you know, doing all that to get people to like me at all. I did it to get people their money back. And you know what? The people that I would reply to that said I didn't receive a refund back, and then I would say that the DM I showed you guys or told you guys, about half of the people were like, more than half, were like, don't worry about it. It's been so long, I've already forgot about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like, I know you're a sweetheart, but that's your money someone else has. What do you mean, don't worry? Like, I'm not being mean to you guys. I'm just saying, like, it's how much money? Like, you get your money back. I don't care if it was, people are like, oh, it's $25, it's no big deal. I don't care if it's like $1, that's your money, you get it back. If you don't have the thing that you bought, you get your money back for that. Correct? Correct. So, I mean, here we are today. I guess my, you know, something with my senses was in gear, and you gotta always trust your gut. You know, even if it's gonna get you in drama channels and all this and drama, there was just something in me that I didn't want to carry on with, you know? So I'm very happy right now. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you buy something very nice for somebody you love, or buy something for yourself. You deserve it. You know, it's your money to do whatever you want with. Put it towards a debt, put it to charity, put it to Tim Hortons or a new bed. New bed, like you can't buy a new bed with $25. I love you guys so much. Like, I truly do. And I think this experience just has taken me on a roller coaster ride. And I was so excited to come and film this video and just do an eating show without eating this donut. And I'm like wanting to eat this soup so bad, but my stomach's like, you're full. And I literally drank like nothing in my drinks. So I'm just gonna put this one in the fridge and then drink this one all afternoon, because that's me. There's just some things in life that don't work out, and life doesn't always go to plan or go peaches and cream and go happiness. It's not what happens all the time in life. There are slip-ups, there are bumps in the road, but as long as we just like keep going and have a great family to fall back on, people that really care about me and just want to see me grow and succeed, and the fact that my channel keeps growing and didn't like just stop right then and there, because I worked so hard on my channel for years before that. So when that all happened, I'm like, cool, like, I'm hated, you know, like hated. So to be at a place now where there's positivity and people looking to the brightness in the future is so uplifting and so rewarding, and I'm just thankful. And you probably already clicked out now because I'm just like blabbering, but thank you. And I'm so like relieved, like I'm just like, I have like this weight that's lifted off of me, that I'm like, people have got their money back, you know, from me. But, and lots of people have received their money back from BM Cosmetics. Don't think that they haven't sent refunds out. There was just people that still hadn't received, and they had proof. Anyway, I'm just gonna say the same things over and over again, so I'm just gonna get going now. And I wanna thank you guys so much for watching and just sticking through me. And if you did hate me before with all that, thinking that I'm some scam artist or whatever the case may be, maybe this can change your opinion. I don't know, like, you're entitled to your own opinion, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Thumbs up if you enjoy this, and bye.